Redeveloping Westfield's downtown is no longer something just talked about. It's underway, and a big part of the new downtown is already moving dirt. Union Square on this week's Mondays with the Mayor.
Hey, good morning, Chris.
And Mayor, we are actually watching the dirt being moved right now, right behind you.
You said it's been talked about a long time. I'd say, yeah, talk for about 15 years, and it's beginning to happen.
So what is Union Square, Mayor?
Well, Union Square is really our first redevelopment of our downtown that we've talked about so long. The people from Old Town, we've been able to work with these last couple years to get to this point. We selected them because of what they brought to the table as far as experience and this kind of thing, because, you know, Westfield's used to developing vacant land, and we're into a whole new game here where we talk about redeveloping because of existing buildings, existing utilities, things we didn't even know were there underground. So it's a whole different challenge.
So we're right along State Road 32. And we're catty corner to Grand Junction Plaza, and we look at all of this property that not long ago had buildings here.
It did.
And now it's dirt. So this project is moving along pretty quickly.
Once it's begun, it is moving along very quickly, and you'll see a lot of work. We did formerly a segment on what you're going to see on State Road 32, and now you see right here behind us in the Union Square development, the demolition process that's underway. There'll be a lot of grading. This is a 2-year project, Chris, and a lot's going to pop up on this property behind us.
It's a mixed-use project, meaning that there will be not just the apartment segment of it. There'll be other things that will be encompassing Union Square.
Yeah, it's not just one big massive building. It's actually 3 separate buildings. I think there's 196 apartments and a long-awaited parking garage in the middle of that. Some 40,000 square feet of office space and about 15,000 approximately retail restaurant, which Old Town tells me is already 80% leased.
Already 80% leased, and we don't have any buildings up yet.
We don't have a building yet.
So it really is no mistake that it is going to be built here. It will be part of Grand Junction Plaza. Do you really foresee this area? Was it your intention back when you conceived of the idea of a Grand Junction Plaza to have this sort of redevelopment take place around it?
Oh, yes, most definitely. I mean, just building on what we did at Grand Park, where we knew that if we provided an environment and an entity, the private sector would build around it. And that's exactly what we're doing here. With the plaza, we now are going to have this Union Square. Their apartments will open up and actually have a rooftop facility that will look to the south and overlook the entire plaza. So again, public, private, it's working out well.
Usually projects of this size spur other projects. Do you expect that?
Most definitely. There's a lot of interest in all of this land that is surrounding here, and right now the city is undertaking a study to give more detail, more guidance as to what we would like to see, because we're building also up on the success of Park Street, which is using the older buildings and turning them into restaurants and shops, which has proven to be highly popular. And so it's a mix of old and new, and that's what the Grand Junction Task Group came up with over 10 years ago. What's
your vision around here?
Well, I think you're going to see a very unique downtown. I think it'll look different than a lot of others. Not, Carmel is what Carmel is, and Fishers and Noblesville, and I think this will be different, a mix of old and new, and it'll complement all of the cities around us.
Yeah, and with Grand Junction Plaza right there, do you really think for developers that was a major bonus for them in deciding where they wanted to be?
Oh, I think it was a key factor that if the city will invest, we as the private sector will invest around it.
What are we looking at 5 years from now?
Well, I think we're looking at additional development. We already have some taking place here just to the south. and east of us here that'll be primarily condos and apartments. I think you'll see a little bit more density of people, which it takes to drive the retail business, and we're looking to do it in a very high quality manner. We're not trying to pack as many people as we can in so many square miles or feet. We've got the Millennium project happening right here to our southwest that's also feeding off of the downtown, and yet we want to take Union Street and protect it just like pretty much like you see it today, although we will be doing some reworking on the east side of Union Street from here down to 171, but it isn't a widening, it's just enhancing the aesthetics. We're going to bury the power lines just like we're doing here behind us. So we're going to work on the aesthetics of the downtown without ruining its character.
And this is supposed to be completed late summer of 2024.
This project.
And it's going to look very different around here.
It's going to look beautifully.
Mayor, thank you.